What's up, folks? Big Kid Bikes back at the Chop Shop. I'm very excited. Tomorrow I'll be picking up my surprise, and I'll be able to let everybody know. Like I said, it's more for me, but hopefully you guys.
So it's Saturday, and here's my surprise. It's all put together, and it runs, but it looks a little different. What's going on? Wait. Oh shit, it's a second bike. That's right. I was able to pick up a twin to this ugly monstrosity on the table here. This one here that you're looking at is also a 1994 WR 250Z. I just hit it with starting fluid. I just barely got home. I just hit it with a little spray of starting fluid. Bam, it fires right up. I'm so.
Smoky. Well, the two-stroke definitely runs. It runs good. It's all put together. Except for the side panels. I got a cleaner. I gotta do some other things, but I can ride her right now, so.
So I just took her for a little spin around the neighborhood. I'm new to the neighborhood, and I don't want to piss my neighbors off. A lot of them are older people, so it's Sunday, like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I fired her up and just kind of spun around the neighborhood. Got her completely worn. Went through all 5 gears, just regular, just cruising around. I'm not trying to wheelie or anything like that, but the bike is very strong. If you can see where the seat bends up onto the tank there, that's pretty much where I'm riding, because of my short legs and arms, and pretty much the short, the cockpit of this bike is meant for that, being really tight on the tank. And so I'm sitting there, and in every gear, including fifth, it's got power. It wants to lift. So, and I'm a 280-pound man, so it's got balls. Can't wait to clean her up a lot more and get some more plastic on her on the side there and take her out for a rip in the mountains. She's got decent tires, front and rear. She's clapped out as far as the shocks and the forks go, but the motor's solid.
Boom!
Ooh, so very greasy. Ah, crusty. She's funky. But she.
I'm sure a lot of you are wondering why I'd want to invest. However much I've invested, I won't say. It's not a lot. Quite honestly, I got a good deal on both bikes. Anyway, I'm sure a lot of you are wondering why I would want to get into these two bikes when there's so much money that has to be put into them. Um, I'll tell you the reason. I've wanted basically this make and model um, ever since I found out about it. Probably, it's been more than 10 years. 10, 12, 13 years, whatever. Um, I was able to come across one, which I thought was a miracle right before I left Idaho. Um, so I was quite happy. It was a decent bike. I've shown you the motor. I've got a lot of good stuff to work with. Um, you know, as far as that goes, that first bike was a good investment. I hadn't planned on buying a second bike. These bikes of this year are really hard to find. Like I said, in Idaho, I was having a hard time. But a couple weeks ago, this bike came up for sale, and it was a good price. I talked to the guy back and forth, and at first he was reluctant to sell it to me because I live an hour and a half away, and he needed the cash. But as 2 or 3 weeks wore on, I don't think he was really getting too many people that were looking at it because of the year, because of it being a niche bike. It's kind of got its own niche because, a couple years after this, they changed design on the motor. So it's not real easy to find factory parts anymore. There are some, but there are a few factory parts for the motor that are going to be hard to get. I'm going to have to find them NOS, new old stock. So coming across this second bike for me was, really good luck. Basically, my whole goal here is to completely restore and rebuild one of these bikes. Every single nut and bolt, every single part, from the forks and shock to the engine, to all the bolts in the motor and the frame and the body. Everything's going to be done. The plastics, the tank, graphics, all that. So for me, having that second bike, it's really good because this one runs, it's complete, I've ridden it. So at the very least, I know for a fact that one of these motors is going to be good for me. And this other frame, the second frame that I got, there's no holes in it. On the other one, my first one, there's a hole in the bottom that was ground into the bottom that I was going to have to get welded up, things like that. Well, I'm not so concerned about it now because I've got a good bike. Basically what I'll do is I'll clean it up. This other bike, I'll clean up the hole in the frame and everything like that, and I'll get it to stop rusting, and I'll run a skid plate on it. That'll fix the problem. So, for anybody out there wondering why I would want to spend money on these greasy, clapped out bikes, for one, the year, make, and model is a dream for me to have. I'm hoping to get a little exercise out of the deal, and the wife and kids and I have some fun. We're planning on getting some motorcycles for the boys. Not sure if the wife wants a quad or a UTV, so, we're planning on getting out. So this thing for me is just, as a kid I was always into dirt bikes, so, like I said, this is my dream year. Now I've got two. I'm very happy. One runs. I can ride it all clapped out and, put my pennies aside. Not working with much here. Geez, my goatee's crazy. Yeah, not working with much as far as money here. I'm obviously not rich. I'm just a poor white trash boy. Proud of it. So hopefully things will work out, and in the next year and a half, 2 years, I should be able to put together a really, really nice, solid bike.
And this here is your master link. There's an open end on this end, and it's solid on this end. The problem with that is this open end is facing the front of the bike. That's bad, because as you can see, that's the direction of the chain travels. If it hits anything up in here or down here, a tree, a stick, anything, that thing could pop right off. The chain is going to separate there, and either you're going to get a broken case up here, or that's your foot peg. You may get a nice chain whip to the back of your calf. F that S, I am changing that. So as you can see, I've flipped it around. The open end is at the rear. That way, it can't be accidentally knocked off. So all it took, a screwdriver and a pair of pliers. Took me.
Now, as I go along, the next couple days, week, whatever, I will be obviously cleaning this up, and my other plastic should be here for the side covers, tomorrow. But I'm just going to be doing stupid little stuff. I'm not the, I honestly, I am the most unorganized person you'll ever find. If I showed you right now, there are tools all around me. I'm sitting in a lawn chair, and basically I'm locked in here by into my lawn chair by an island of my motorcycle, and then all the tools and stuff around me that help me out. So I kind of like to, I guess, put myself right in the middle, like an island, and everything else, whatever I'm doing, is piled around me like garbage. So yeah, I'm just going to be doing little stuff. I'm going to be trying to get better at filming. I'm going to be trying to get better at my organization and bringing you, not just my scattered thoughts on video. So hopefully I'll get a little more interesting to most of you people, if there is anybody out there watching. And if there is, please like, subscribe, comment. I'm looking for any kind of advice, ridicule. I guess that's not really the right word. I'm not looking for ridicule, but for people to have a little bit of their feedback and opinion. Of course, I'm not looking to start an argument with anybody, and I'm hoping anybody's not starting to, looking to start an argument with me. The whole point is here that hopefully I can get educated by some folks out there also. Like I said, these are 94 Yamaha WR250Zs. Parts are really hard to find. I haven't been able to find much information. So if anybody out there that sees this can help me out with this, please comment down below, good or bad. I'm a big boy, I can take ribbing, I can take insults, whatever. Go ahead. Just please leave some information. Leave a like or dislike, subscribe, comment, whatever you have to do. Just let me know that you're there. And hopefully we can educate each other. Like I said before, this is just a little project for me, just to make me happy. So hopefully you guys out there get a bit out of it. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. We'll see. Thanks.